right, we are back with Christine, Oncology Outreach Manager with Cone Health Cancer Center, talking about what we all should know when it comes to skin cancer. Along with prevention, early detection for skin cancer is really important. So we are going to be talking about that. What are the signs and changes we need to be on the lookout for that?
So it's really important when we're looking for signs and symptoms of melanomas that we look at what we call our A, B, C, D, E. So the A stands for the asymmetry. One half of the mole doesn't match the other half of that mole. Typically, it's going to be a perfectly round circle. The B is the border of that mole. Typically, again, that border is going to be a perfect round or circle. If we notice that it's jagged, notched, irregular in some way, the C is the color. Typically, moles are going to be either brown or tan, but if we're seeing some variation in color, is it a mixture of brown and tan, maybe black or red? The D is the diameter of the mole. Typically, a mole is going to be less than 1/4 of an inch. But a little kind of rule of thumb is if you take a pencil eraser and you stick it on that mole, if it's bigger than a pencil eraser, it definitely needs to be checked. And the E means it's evolving, that mole is changing over time, that it is growing.
I did not realize that. That's really good things to write down. Okay, so the other thing, what are warning signs of skin cancer? How is it different for those who might have darker skin tones?
So some other things too to look at, as far as skin tones, the signs and symptoms are the same. They may have some variation in how they look. Also some signs and symptoms of basal cell or squamous cell carcinomas, which those cancers typically don't spread to other parts of the body. They can be something like a sore that doesn't heal. Or it could be a wart that doesn't heal or get better after treatment. It could be like a scaly, patchy area. A lot of times we see those two particular types of cancer on those highly sun-exposed areas like our face, our ears, the back of our necks, and our hands.
And if you notice a concerning spot on your skin, what should you do?
So it's very important if you notice any of these signs and symptoms or anything that you're concerned about that you do report that to your primary care doctor or a dermatologist. Here at Cone Health, we are offering some free skin cancer screenings that are coming up.
Yeah, I want you to tell us more about those free skin cancer screenings. I think that's great.
So those skin cancer screenings are open to men, women, children of all ages that have not seen a dermatologist within the past year. They are coming up on Monday, May the 6th here at the Cone Health Cancer Center at Wesley Long, and on Monday, June the 3rd at our Cone Health Cancer Center at Alamance. To register, registration is required, so you can call 336-832-0849 to register to make an appointment for one of those screenings.
That is great. Okay, so any tips that we should know about skin cancer?
So we recommend you to slip, slop, and slap. And that's basically what I just said today. Slip on a dark colored shirt, slop on your 30 sunscreen 30 minutes before you go outside, slap on a hat that covers our whole head, and also to make sure not to forget our sunglasses to protect our eyes. And it's also important to make sure if the sun's rays are the strongest, which is between 10 in the morning and 2 in the afternoon. And another little secret we tell kids, if your shadow is shorter than you, that again lets you know that the sun's rays are the strongest. To again make sure your skin is protected from the sun and to find shade when you're outside.
I mean, just stressing on the importance too when it comes to wearing sunscreen and wearing these protective measures. Why is it so important that we do this? How can this help us in the long term?
So it's very important, and not just to wear them on hot sunny days or in the summer. We can actually get sunburned any day of the year. We can get burned on a cloudy day. We can even get burnt in the winter. So to make sure that we're always protecting our skin while we're outside in the sun, and if we notice any changes in our skin, to make sure that we are reporting that to a physician.
And is there any quick tips on how often to remind yourself to put on that sunscreen?
To make sure you always put your sunscreen on every time that you're going to go outside. And again, to make sure you're reapplying it while you're outside. Like the easy time to do that is if you decide to just take a little break while you're outside, getting out of that pool, super time to go ahead and put some more sunscreen on.